Ms. Brown?
Here.
Mr. Burns?
Here.
Ms. Burrows?
Here.
Mr. Calhoun?
Here.
Mr. Edwards?
Here.
Mr. Howard? Mr. Cohen?
Here.
Mr. Quayle? Mr. Stafford?
Here.
Ms. Sullivan?
Here.
Thank you. Mr. Von Beach?
Here.
And Chair Fotheringham.
Here.
We do have a call.
If I could get a motion to approve the minutes of February 10th, 2026, I believe it says 2025 on the minutes.
So.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. Project funding update, Ms. Martin.
So I come before you today with the project funding update. The only major change would be that we started the Albert and Marmore project. So that's a good thing, right? So we're getting that underway. And it's just providing you with the priority status, but the only thing that changed was just the start of that project. Any questions?
How do you determine the priority?
Well, if the project has not started, then that's priority. Because most of these awards happen within the last year or two, so we want to make sure that that's top priority. And then once it's started, then we can go out and make an assessment based off of the completion, and then we prioritize it to be in progress to certain levels.
Is there a general reason why some of these projects have not started?
Well, we're currently meeting with everyone right now to make that determination. Oftentimes it's financial, it's getting the paperwork together and making that assessment before they can get started.
Yeah, I guess my next question would be, of those that are not started, how many units, residential units are we talking about?
So the total residential units, I was about to present that on the next sheet. So we have, yes, it's on the. We didn't have,
The presentation will be here.
okay, yeah, so we didn't have the sheet ready for you, but if you can just go down to page 11. I thought that was
Before?
no, go down some more.
Okay.
Okay, right here. So if you take a look at this slide here, there's a total number of units of 2,315, and of which 896 will be affordable.
Would you repeat that number again?
Total units 2,315, and of those units, 896 will be affordable.
Does that include the ones that are not started?
Correct, yes. So to the left, you will see a status which says not started. 8 projects haven't started yet. And then we have 2 that are in progress and 5 that are completed.
Where did we get the 36 at 717?
Please, excuse me, would you state your name
Donald
first,
Bailey.
this is being recorded?
Or
Okay.
The 707, 36.
Yeah, that's the,
72 units. That's the so.
but only 36 are affordable.
Mr. Edwards has a question.
Yes, more than we hear. When you mentioned some of the project hasn't started, and then you said some of the reason may be financial. Can you expand a little bit on that for me, please?
Well, based off of when I meet with them, I ask them where they are with the project, and oftentimes it's accumulating the remaining portion to actually pull together for them to maybe get a pro forma or to get approval from the bank to move forward with the second half of the payments. So that's where, you know, what I've been seeing historically.
Vanessa, forgive me, I left my glasses in
It's
the
okay.
car, so I can't look at anything.
Okay.
How many units have already been completed?
So completed total units is 842, but of that, 332, you said completed, I'm sorry.
Completed.
Completed. So completed is 1,396 have been completed of the total units, and 487 are affordable. And so if we go down a little bit, I'm just jumping all over. But if we go down a little bit, you'll be able to see that these are the completed mixed-use affordable housing projects, which are 7th on 7th, Gallery at Fat Village, the Adderley, the Arcadian, and Mount Herman. Those are listed as completed. And that's where I got the total of 487 of affordable units.
Ms. Burns?
Is that on the website or is that available? Because I can't really see that.
Yes, I can send it out. I can send it out to you.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great, that has to send.
I got my glasses.
That is part of the backup that it was sent for you guys, so you may have it in case you.
Yeah, with
No,
that,
not.
but
Okay.
It will-
Okay, so I will send it out to you as soon as I can get it.
And then we just have about 77 affordable units that's in progress. So I mentioned the Alridge and Larimore, then we have VNR. So VNR gives us about 5 affordable units, and Alridge and Larimore gives us about 72.
So where's that project? So.
Yeah.
You know, I know in some of these, it's the, sorry,
name
Jeff
first.
Byrne. My apologies.
Okay.
Is there another column where you can at some point put the address? Cause like there's projects that I know the locations, but I don't know what they're called.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you want the address listed?
Yeah, well, it'd just be helpful. I can see, oh yeah, it's that deal on that corner that's sat there for a while or it's vacant, you know. Just be helpful to, because I don't know what some of this is.
Okay, no problem.
Any other questions or comments relating to this issue?
Well, I'd just like to take this moment to say,
State your name.
my name is Noel Edwards. That we've come a long way with the visual and the data. Because I remember when I got started, I couldn't actually see anything. So, thanks.
No problem.
Ms. Burrows.
Unless I missed it, what about the one, is it Arcade, the one on the north side of 6th Street, 7th?
The Arcadian?
Arcade, is that on there?
Yes, it's completed. I have it listed as completed. It's operating off of a temporary CO, which is like 95%, but it is completed functionally.
And how many affordable are in that units in that building?
The Arcadian, 151.
And by the way, Jeff Burns again. So I had heard there's a fantastic restaurant going in at the corner there. I don't know if you guys have been informed about it.
The sushi?
The sushi place.
Yes, I heard about that.
Yes.
Breaking.
I have an employee that drives down to Miami to eat the sushi place once a week.
What?
Oh, you
It must be pretty good. I have not tried it,
But
but
sushi is sitting that kind of traffic.
right. Yeah, so I'm excited about it. I mean, that's what, you know, you can see the momentum. You can
Right.
now some of these restaurants and other businesses are coming here. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
7th Avenue.
It's in the arcade,
Arcade.
in the Arcadian, yeah. Yeah, they're a pretty big deal, supposedly, so. Great, on the map.
Any other questions on that, please?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no problem. So I will make that change for you. So just going through, if you can go back up to the top, I just wanted to bring some transparency as we move forward into fiscal year 2027. Right? I'm working on the budgets right now, and I should have that to you within the next couple of months for your recommendation. So if you just go down to the second page. So we want to talk about growth, progress, and planning for the next steps. So when we look at measuring success for the Northwest CRA, we want to talk about job creation, new businesses, return on investment, affordable housing, and our parking solutions. You can go down. So we did a job report for Jack and Jill and the YMCA. And based off of the job report, in 2024 and 2025, Jack and Jill produced about 49 jobs within the area. Of that, 4 of those are residents within the Northwest area. The YMCA, about 120 jobs, and 41 are Northwest residents. So as you see, the contribution from the CRA is actually providing jobs within the area. So I wanted to give a quick overview. I know we've had 127 million invested over the last 10, 11 years, right? So we want to look through, and I just wanted to show you some of the contributions as far as businesses and as far as commercial spaces. This right here, the CRA contributed about $350,000 to the BH3 DJ Flagler, and it's about 12 business bays. So that's good commercial businesses, right? Options. You go
Can
down.
you give us an idea of the location?
So
Just estimate, you know,
It's Flagler Village.
I can help you, yes, Flagler Village.
So it's a mix of like, it just sits on the opposite side of the tracks from Progresso Village. Donald Van Beach, it's a mix of spa, fitness, restaurants. There's a dance
Office.
studio, BH3 has their headquarters there. I think that Asian restaurant does really well there as well.
okay, I just want to kind of pinpoint where these things are. so going through them.
yeah, and I can update it as we go.
Progresso.
Yes. And so as you're all familiar, American Legion, this is an event space. The CRA contributed $846,100. And we just see a before and after picture, which gives us a good idea of the progress the Northwest has made over the years.
For those who don't know where it is, it's approximately 6th Street and 15th Avenue.
Thank you. And so then this is a great restaurant. If you haven't tried it, the CRA contributed about $385,000 to B&D Track Restaurant.
And it's about 6th Street and 16th Avenue.
And then Mount Hermon is a senior housing affordable unit. We mentioned this earlier. The CRA contributed about $640,000, and the AMIs are listed below. I'm going to provide the handouts so you can take a look at it
And
later.
it's on 4th Street near what, 6th Terrace?
Yeah.
Mhm. This, I don't know if you remember this one. This is a 613.
That's Jim Burton.
The CRA contributed about $7 million. It's just a mixed-use apartment complex. And then, of course, we have Smitty's Wings Restaurant. The CRA contributed $450,000 before and after. The pictures are here for you to see. And this one, we just had the grand opening just last week, Thrive Development Group. It's a business complex. It provides, I think, about 80 days for small businesses and entrepreneurship. So we have about 3.9 that the CRA contributed to this endeavor. And the last but not least, we have the YMCA $10 million contribution. It's right on Sistrunk Boulevard where we see every day. And that's just before and after pictures. So those were just a few of the developments that the Northwest CRA contributed to over the years. And I just wanted to give you a glimpse for those who are new, especially to kind of see, you know, where we are and where we're trying to head. We discussed the mixed use affordable housing already. So if we could just go down in that slide. And so we're just going to say that our strategic focus and our vision moving forward in 2027, we just want to make sure we focus on completing the 58 million projects that are $58 million and projects that are in progress are not yet started, so that we could just deliver those committed outcomes. And we just want to make sure we focus on our affordable housing, job creation, parking solution, infrastructure improvements. And then we want to explore our public-private partnerships and any financial institutions that are, going to give us fair credit moving forward. And so just to summarize, I wanted, like I mentioned before, I just wanted to bring to you kind of an assessment of where we were moving forward. We're really digging into our parking solutions to try to make it, the business activity a little better moving forward. I know that's been a big complaint over the years. So we're really focusing on that. I know a couple of the mixed use housing that we're trying to develop, they're looking into bringing some parking. New Hope mentioned once everything is finalized that they're interested in doing some shared parking, which will of course bring revenue to the district. So just a couple of options, we'll bring those to you later on so you can have an idea of where the parking would be.
Any questions?
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, so
Ms. Burrows?
Do you know, and are you counting on the jobs created? Are they basically part-time jobs, any living wage jobs,
There's actually full-time jobs.
full-time living
Yes.
wage? Okay. The ones in the Northwest too, that are the residents in the Northwest?
Northwest.
Mhm.
Individual. Sorry, Brian Stafford. And do we fit those job numbers, the education requirements or experience requirements? If these are entry level, if these are higher education?
I do have that report and I can give you the details, but I cannot tell you at this moment.
Okay, thanks.
Any other question? Is Mr. Bambi?
Yes. I was just curious, I wasn't able to attend. Was there any feedback from the Thrive grand opening?
Oh, it's just feedback as far as
Like, was the attendance high? Like, was
it was very, very good, well attended, very exciting endeavor. I think that everyone's really excited to see who can come, especially young entrepreneurs, and have that access and the convenience of it being close to downtown. That's the excitement I got from it when I attended.
Do we have an updated like occupancy report of Thrive specifically? Like of those 80 spaces, like how many have been fully executed at least?
Yes, I think it was in the 40s that were occupied.
Okay.
Yeah. And they did provide something, and I can, we're gonna provide that at a later date, but they did provide something. Mhm.
Any other questions? Okay, we go to the next agenda item. Yeah, project update. Marie Richards.
Good afternoon, Corey Ritchie, I'm the construction manager for the CRA. Giving you an update on the off-street parking. We are finalizing the last one that we did, that's on it's right off of like 16 over there by the seafood across the street from DSD, that on surface lot. We're getting ready to that's final, so that's done. So that's where we finished with all the off-street parking, and that's why we're looking into doing more parking with the developments that's future coming. We're trying to maybe now focus on bringing some parking down the street some, because we got some so far away from the events. So we're trying to concentrate on maybe somewhere in here, or we have the big development coming up next to the West Side Gazette. There's gonna be some parking also in there that's supposed to be. Provident Park, we're in final negotiation with the new architect. So the building department still have the old drawings. That's roughly about 95% complete. We got to get the new architect on board as far as the original design, which was the splash pad, the bandstand, and then we still going to do the special art of the Coco bird and all that on the for the design for the park. But we had to switch architects because the Kai went out of business. So we probably about 95% in negotiation. We finalized everything because it's been so long. And finally, we got an architect on board to finish the design. And then we'll put it out to bid for the construction of the park. Then the next thing is the
We have a question.
Okay, got a question.
Ryan
Yes,
Stafford,
ma'am.
who's the architect we're bringing on? Ryan Stafford, who's the architect we are bringing on?
I believe it's CSA, but I will I can confirm it. But we are in negotiation with them.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Could you give me some clarification? Because when I talked to Vanessa and I couldn't be confused,
Yes, ma'am.
but I thought she said that the statute was part of the bidding process, was included in the cost or something.
No, so the statute is not part of the bidding process of the architect.
Okay, that's where I got
Yes.
confused.
No. The statute was already part of a separate contract that was a special architect that was going to do all the Kopelberg and all that stuff. So he still have his part in the design and the sculpture and the artwork for the park.
So will Mr. Gadsden still be
Yes.
able to do his
Yes.
statute? Okay.
So what we're going to do is have the architect. My understanding right now, the way that we thinking about it, is have the architect that's the base architect that's designing the design, that has the design for the park, which includes the bandstand, the bathroom, the splash pad, and the front as you come into the building that the sculpture is going to be on. So once we award the architect, then we're going to have a collaboration between the architect and Mr. Gaskin for his structures.
All right, thank you. That clears it up for me.
So that's not going to change. The only thing we need to do is get the architect on board to finish the drawings that we already had at the building department for like 2 years. And before they scrub the drawings, so we almost there.
Okay. Do you have a time frame on when that may be done?
Within the next 3 weeks, we should have that summarized with the new architect, with a notice to proceed to go forward with acquiring the collaboration of the two drawings, of the old drawings, putting his letterhead on the drawings. And we had 2 comments from the building department that needs to be addressed. Once we address those, we should have a permit in hand. And once we have a permit in hand, then at that time, we're going to put it out for bid for the construction.
Yeah.
While that time is going on, there's going to be some collaboration then with Mr. Gaskin and the architect about his sculpture, that what type of structure he's going to need and what that's going to look like going into the park.
Okay.
And that's what we talked about like 2 years ago.
All right, thank you.
But
I thought originally was it gonna be the egg? Are you changing anything? I thought you were gonna put the egg in that part.
yes, it's supposed to be the egg or the Kopelberg or something.
The same Kofa is down there, but the egg I thought was going to Providence. Can I ask George for it? Can I ask him?
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. George Gadsden. So what ultimately will take place, there will be an action archway.
Right.
The archway would encompass bronze plaques that will be pictorial plaques, collecting images of individuals, River Bend community, which will be there. And then as you enter into the archway, the gateway, then there would be a base or pedestal that would encompass the egg. The Sankofa is one of the my sculptures that's a very far in, and there's an egg in the mouth of the Sankofa, and the trailblazers, I believe it was, were wanting to make certain that indeed that we carried that theme forward to the Providence Park as well. So as you enter in, that would be a much larger egg there. And it hadn't been completely decided, but in honor of Mr. Beauregard, on that pedestal also, Mr. Beauregard was the president of the Trailblazers. His plaque or something of that nature would actually be on the base.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any more questions on Providence Park? The next one we talk about is the CRA office build out. We're getting ready to put that out for bid for the actually it's already been out for bid for the architectural services. We're waiting to get confirmation of the design firm that was picked. Once the design firm is picked, we gonna try to expedite getting the drawings done so that, because by my understanding, September, October, we need to be out of here, moving over into our new space. So we're on track to do that as of right now.
And for those who don't know the location of your new space,
Is
501,
what is it?
5017.
501 says right there on the corner, and we're in the Adderley on the first floor. Any questions, concerns?
yes, not.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Corey. Does anyone have any old or new business to discuss? Yes.
Yeah, Jeff Burns. You know, I don't know how many people are familiar with qualified opportunity zones. You know, program came out quite a while ago. They're getting ready to revamp the program, but actually the 613 project that I built, we used qualified opportunity zone financing to help fund the deal. Effectively, what it is, it's a tax incentive that incentivizes people to direct capital gains into certain census tracts. So what it does, it promotes investment and redevelopment into areas that may not otherwise see that. And so the first round of the program, you know, was successful in some extent. You have projects like ours that were able to go forward because of that. But they're getting ready to roll out kind of 2.0. We've been working through some lobbyists at the state level to make sure certain census tracts are included. This will be decided by the governor, and there's quite a bit of people that are involved in trying to make sure that certain areas are benefiting from that. And so I just bring it up because it was something actually we did initially when the 613 was just a kind of a pipe dream. And fortunately we were able to get in this, we were able to be included and therefore, be able to take advantage of that program. And there's some paperwork that that needs to be filled out in order for it to go to the state. Then, the state will kind of go through a vetting process. I can have my consultants up there that we're already working with help kind of push the redevelopment area to be included in the qualified opportunity zone. But I would need some help with the paperwork. And so I didn't know if you guys were interested in helping us with that. I can tell you that it'll encourage additional investment into the redevelopment area aside from, the CRA's responsibilities. It's just going to do it in and of itself. So something I wanted to bring up because I think it's something that's coming to a head between a lot of people at the table trying to make sure they have their areas included. There's so much momentum here and there's so much more that I think can happen that it makes sense for us to take a look at that. So something I wanted to bring up.
Yeah, that would be great for us to explore, especially with us having reduced TIF.
Right.
Moving forward to 50%, so that would be great. Thank you.
Yeah. So effectively, it's like a 1031. So if you, let's say you sell a building, you bought a building for $1 million, you sell it for $2 million. You have $1 million capital gain, right? In a 1031, you could go find a like kind property. You would have to go buy a property for $2 million, and that $1 million gain would be deferred. In qualified opportunity zone, you actually could take that original $1 million investment, put it back in your pocket. That $1 million gain, if you invested it into a qualified opportunity zone, i.e. a certain census tract, and you hold that investment for a period of 10 years, you have a deferred tax situation for that period of time. So you get a step up in basis. And let's say that $1 million that you invest turns into $5 million, that $4 million in new gain is exempt from any kind of income tax. So it's a very, very powerful program, helps incentivize investment in the certain areas. And I can tell you, I mean, we have in just the 613, we have investors that, you know, if you would know, Senator Bill Frist was an investor. His family owns ACA hospitals, the Cole family, Cole's department stores. They were investors because they had a capital gain that was able to get these people that would otherwise invest in something completely different to invest in certain areas. And I think it could be a huge thing for this area.
I think Jeff, we need to get on schedule.
Yeah.
To meet with staff.
Yeah.
You know, at a smaller thing so
Sure.
that we can understand
Yes.
needs and methods and what we need to do to put in place.
Yep.
And then we can go in from there.
Yeah. I have a ton of information. I can just send along. I can help kind of guide you on what needs to be filled out.
Yeah.
And then again, we can use a lot of people to help try to push it. We need to.
Looking forward to it.
I was thinking too that this is something that the staff may want to discuss with the city manager.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the more people are reaching out to say, hey, this is really important for our community, you know, the more, you know, the higher likelihood of it being included. So, absolutely. That's actually the last time we did this, city manager at times Lee Feldman, he wrote a long letter saying, we really need this area of our city included in QZ.
Because we also want to make sure we're not duplicating efforts, right?
Right.
Because city manager may also be doing something, but we also want to make sure we're doing the most
Right.
efficient thing.
We have spoken about
That's what Lauderdale has. Right,
Yeah.
right, well, that's what Lauderdale has, I think that's so picture. They're singing with the same song.
These were conversations, we've had conversations, but I mean, we're welcoming all ideas on the table at this point, but we have spoken to the city manager's office about it before. But it's good to hear your.
It sounds like Jeff's a great resource, so.
Yes.
Thanks for bringing it up.
So
Any other old or new business?
Staff are curious as to the updates on the decision that we're doing with the USPS location, the post office that's on.
right, so we're in the beginning stages of it. We did have a meeting yesterday to talk about it in detail. So there's a lot of HUD, you know, national objectives that we have to revisit to make sure as we continue, but the lease does expire within a year, a little over a year and a half. So we're in the beginning stages of kind of formulating our plan moving forward.
Do we have an idea as far as timetable for when we'll have a decision, as far as what we need to do with it? We retain it if we want to try and.
Right, we're working with the attorney right now to kind of formalize a plan to see to probably give like a little timeline, but we will come back to the CRA advisory board to kind of guide us through the next steps. I know we came to the table, we kind of brought it to your attention just to get considerations and recommendations. But the next time it's going to be more streamlined as, okay, these are a few things and what can you bring to the table? Yeah.
Any other old or new business? Okay, our next meeting is. What's the date of the next meeting? Oh, it's Borough.
Corey, you said you were looking more on the east side for off-street parking. Are there any spaces available that the city owns or?
No, but we have owners of properties that have reached out to us saying that, hey, they want to do some collaboration between the CRA and them with their properties.
The Bass Brothers site, they're building a garage, right?
Yes, the Bass Brothers, yes.
Yeah.
And they trying to go a little bit deeper into the community.
Okay, thank you.
So he's working on that also.
And we did get a couple of calls this week pertaining to a couple of properties off of 9th Street it
Right.
was. So we're going to be speaking with those individuals.
Off of 9th Street, north of 6th Street?
Yeah, so
Okay.
we'll have more information.
And does the CRA, the city still on the southeast corner here at 9th Avenue and 6th, or is that already?
This right here, Park
Yeah.
Street? No, yeah, I believe.
I bought that,
Yeah.
okay, okay, okay.
That was part of his deal.
I wasn't sure.
Yes, sir.
Their, next meeting will be April 14th.
Okay,
And just, I just send you everyone the presentation. I checked the email. It seems like it went through. If you didn't receive it or you have issues with the previous email, let me know to see if there's on my side there's not going through or there's problem with the email. Okay.
and Vanessa, you're gonna send us the information out after the meeting.
Yes.
Okay. If I can get a motion to adjourn? All in favor?
Ow.
We are adjourned.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mallory. Send me the back. Oh, I just, I will send it to you. Oops. Yes. I did, so sorry. It is the issue. Because we check it out and then it wasn't.
Yeah, they did.